Okay, we've played with z-scores in a few videos, and now we're going to kind of talk about percentiles with z-scores. Well, we talk about proportions, we talk about probability, and we talk about percentiles. And so the three P's are all pretty much the same when we're talking about probability. Or about z-scores. So when you find the proportion or the probability, you are also finding the percentile. So we use our z-score to find those things, and we're going to continue to do so. So the average IQ is 100 points with a standard deviation of 15. What percentile of IQ scores is an individual who scores 120? Well, you've got to have a z-score. So we have our value minus our mean, which is the average, divided by your standard deviation. Well, we have 20 over 15. That comes out to be 1.33. 1.33 is not on the table, so we go closest to. So we will use a z-score of 1.3. Now, when you look up 1.3, it spits out at you 0.9032. Change that to a percent, and we have 90.32%. Therefore, if you have a z-score, or excuse me, an IQ of 120, you are in the 90th percentile because the z-score correlates to a 90% probability proportion percentile. To be a member of Mensa, the high IQ society of the world, one must score at least 135 points. What percentile is an IQ score of 135? Well, let's find a z-score. Value minus, remember the mean is, the mean is 100. We found that on the previous question. Divided by the standard deviation of 15. 35 divided by 15 gives me 2.33. That is not on the table. Closest to is 2.3. So if 2.3 is my z-score, when I look that up on the table, it gives me, I rounded, 2.3 will give me 0.9893. So boom, boom, 98.93%. We would say that is the 99th percentile because 98.9 rounds up to 99. So if you have an IQ score of 135, you are in the 99th percentile. So what percent of the population qualify for Mensa? Well, if you think about this, if we have a z-score of 2.3 such that 99% is over here, these people over here are who qualify for Mensa. So if there's 99% on the left, there's 1% on the right. And therefore, 1% of the population qualify for Mensa.